Hello, I'm Trevor Treat. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about business travel. I've chosen Mexico City, Mexico, which is the capital of Mexico, as my manager's destination in which I would be booking a business trip. And First of all, the time difference, there is no time difference as Mexico City is on Central Standard Time. So they are on the same time zone as we are here in Texas, and so there wouldn't be any difference in time zones and travel in that regards. Transportation for Mexico City. There's three main modes of transportation. The best way to get around town would be the metro or the actual subway there, the underground train there in Mexico City. Another way of getting around the city is through their taxi systems. And then they also have a bus system called the Metro Bus. The currency in Mexico City is pesos. The current exchange rate for pesos to American dollars is $1 is equal to just over 20 pesos. Um, Language barriers, as most all of us know, Mexico City being in Mexico, they speak Spanish. So because they speak Spanish, either manager needs to have an interpreter or would need to know a little bit of Spanish, maybe some um, introductory statements and some exiting statements in particular. But if the manager doesn't speak Spanish, obviously an interpreter would be a great substitute there. Documents that you're needing to travel to Mexico. Being a U.S. citizen, the only document that you need to travel to Mexico is the passport. Passports are good for 10 years, so double check, make sure that your manager's passport is up to date. Um, Cultural differences in doing business in Mexico. The main difference in doing business in Mexico from the United States is that Mexican people do business with whom they like at a personal level. So developing a solid relationship is key in your relationships with anyone you do business with in Mexico, Mexico City in particular with this trip. So we want to make sure that the relationship that your manager has and or the company you work with has a good solid relationship with the people you're wanting or trying to do business with in Mexico. Um, Once all of that planning is done, you need to book the tickets, the airfare, the hotel reservations, and any transportation um, assignments that need to be made and reservations that need to be made will also need to be taken care of. Prior to the trip, once you've gotten everything planned and booked, you want to double check the airline tickets that everything is still um, on schedule to fly out. Make sure the manager has transportation to the airport, from the airport in Mexico City to the hotel that you've booked reservations through, and also during his or her time there in Mexico City. Also, make sure that you request the proper travel funds, whether that's a cash advance or what. But we also need to keep in mind going to Mexico City, we need to exchange the US dollars for Mexican pesos so that the manager can spend the pesos there in Mexico City. Um, Another thing you need to do as an assistant is to prepare an itinerary. Now, traveling to a foreign country, the itinerary is very important. The itinerary should also have personal notes about individuals that your manager is meeting with so as not to use improper etiquette when conversing with the individuals that he or she is meeting with for this business trip. Also, you want to assemble the materials that your manager may need for the trip. be it document, be it any kind of personal items, but you want to assemble the materials that your manager needs, especially for any business meetings that he or she will be taking care of. This just briefly touches on what you as an assistant would be handling, and especially if you were to go to Mexico City. This is the research and the results from the research that I got, and I hope that you find this video enlightening and informational, and I appreciate your time, and I look forward to talking with you again. Thank you.